Hello friends, it's Armstrong here from Adai Miniatures, and today, well, I want to talk about orcs, yeah? So a couple of days ago, depends when I posted that video because it's still not up, I was complaining in one of my videos about the price of the orc buggies. And, that I wanted to buy a couple of them, but basically if I want to buy the amount that I want, I would have to spend roughly the price of my resin 3D printer. Yeah, because I'm kind of weird when I buy this orc stuff. I like to build one as a stock, and then I like to experiment. I like to have one or two which I converted, and I like to have a fourth one for a spare parts for other projects. And one of those buggies cost $42.50 after discount from a discount web page. And I decided to start looking for some resin 3D prints, which I was actually mentioning in that video. And I come across a couple of free files. Yeah, so those are only free files, so I didn't pay a single penny for those files. They are free. You can get them online, with a minimum effort. Yeah, and I used up a 3/4 of a bottle of a resin to print all of those vehicles, and that was a 2-liter bottle of resin which I got on the deal for 42 quids. So I would say roughly about 31 quids of resin went into that printing. Of course, if you want to be exact, you have to count a paper towels, a alcohol to clean this all up, and electricity. Yeah, but I just say that I probably spent about 35 looking on my electricity, maybe 40 quids. Yeah, to print out all of that. So I'm gonna show you. They are not painted, they are just printed. Yeah, and I already started changing them. So I'm gonna show you what I done, and maybe you're gonna make up your mind about orc buggies or any other vehicles or anything else from Games Workshop. Like, I'm not advertising against Games Workshop. I still love the miniatures, and I still gonna be buying them. Yeah, but I bought the resin 3D printers for some reason, and that reason was actually to make my life cheaper because, bi-weekly shopping of about 100 to 200 quids kind of kicks you in the backside. Yeah, if you are buying as much as I do, and I still have like a box of not even opened miniatures. Yeah, let's just get on the table and I'm gonna show you what I printed out. So first one in here is a Dragsta. Yeah, let's just be honest, it isn't the perfect file, and I still didn't clean it up correctly. It still have to do a little bit of drying, but it is safe to be touched. Yeah, I did wash it off, and you can see that all of the support points was actually underneath the car, so they're not going to be visible. And this is one Dragsta in here. As well, I have this ugly, literally they are very ugly orc drivers, but you can see that there is actually legs in here inside. I hope that you can see that. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there are legs inside, so you can actually just glue the torso and make your own driver. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna find some of my old orcs and just put the driver in here, and probably use some sort of a grot as a gunner for that. Yeah, but that's the original Dragsta, and like I said, I use up my old resin, and unfortunately, when I was printing 2 of them, yeah, together, and this one I ran out of resin just at the tip, so this part got messed up. But from one of the other vehicles, I did cut out this part, and what I have done, I just clean it up in here. You can see, cut out this part, then I clean up the top, I flip it up, and I flip the tusks. So this is the second one. They don't look identical, they are a little bit different. Yeah, of course in this case, a lot of the enemies would get impaled in here, and they wouldn't go through that grinder. Yeah, but still quite good, decent build. Yeah, we can do a little bit of converting. I think that this one gonna be heavily converted, this one gonna be left as it is. Yeah, but you can see that I have 2 Dragstas in here. Yeah, and they was about 220 mils of resin, maybe 240. I don't remember right now. Yeah, so I just put those boys a little bit to the side. And now we are still talking about bogies. Yeah. So the next one is this one. I don't even remember the name of it. Yeah, with this one, the biggest problem was to clean up all of the supports from the inside. Yeah, but as you can see, you have an orc, which is a little bit square on the shoulders. And in here, almost everything printed quite nicely. I have a little bit of a mishap in here, as you can see. And of course, his feet is sticking out through the undercarriage, whatever. Yeah. But they're gonna be joining my civilized orcs, soon enough. So you can see that they even have a, for the Gaslands fans, they even have the Mad Max grot on the front. Yeah, just standing there and screaming his throat out. Yeah, and there is a second grot, just shooting out. This one is tiny. Yeah, so it might be a snot, not grot. But like I said, I print everything in doubles. So I got the second one of them. Yeah. And as you can see, there is not much converting. Only thing I did is removing that roof. And unfortunately, when I was removing the roof, I cut out by accident this piece in here. So I replaced it with a piece of plastic art. Yeah, but straight away, those two look different because, well, the inside of this one is exposed right now. So from two identical vehicles, I have two different ones. Let's put them back. And now, this one, yeah, it have like this rotary saws on the sides. And you can see that this is the front that I use for this dragster. Yeah, and like I said, I flipped the tusks because otherwise they would be directed towards the ground, which didn't work. Yeah, and this is original print. There is no changes in this one. And you can see that, like for example, in here the support was on the. I did mess up the support because I did supported them by myself. And in here you can see the mess ups in here with the supports and in here on the front. Yeah. And a little bit probably in the back, but generally everything that is messed up is hidden underneath the carriage, so you don't really see that. And the rest of the print went very well. Yeah, and here is his little brother. So the only change I did in here was cutting off the front grille and I put this big one. Yeah, and again, just that little change, and of course it is kind of wonky. I did it on purpose. You see in here that I left more of a support on this side than this side, and I got rid of the blade saws. Saw blades. I wanted to make it more orky, and too much of a symmetry kind of don't work for orcs. So yeah, I got this one. So far you've seen 6 of them. Am I right? I am right. And now I printed out as well orc truck. Yeah, so here is the truck, original, nothing changed. There should be actually pipes in here, which completely failed to print. But I figured out that basically in the file themselves, they are not attached to the base. That's why they completely fail printing out. And you can see that grill the grill on this one is from the truck. Yeah, and you can see in here that grill actually did have a failures on both sides. Well, basically I failed to support it correctly. And the same on the back. Yeah, there are a couple of failures in here. But generally this is the truck, and you can see that I missed 2 supports in here, but I'm still gonna be cleaning the supports before painting those vehicles. And like I said, I print everything in doubles. So that's a second truck. What I did on this truck, I removed the front bumper. I did cut out as well the front wheel covers, I don't know what you call them, and basically get rid of the hood from the engine, so the engine is fully exposed. And that's what makes those trucks, of course, looking different. And again, if you look at the bottom of the truck, the same kind of failure happened in here when I failed to support. And of course there are some deformations on the wheels. Yeah, But when you print the vehicles in one piece and you don't have very well calibrated printer, and my printer is basically stock, I didn't do any extra calibrations, yeah, it's expected. So yeah, let's just have a look at that. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to fit them all in one picture. Let me just see. Yep. Let's just move it ever so slightly. Give me a second, I'm just gonna set up a new viewing.